Greetings, dudes. Salutations. Happy Pisces season. My fish. Hello, hello. Where are y'all tuning in from? How's your week beginning? Just now jumping on today. Deciding if we should do 12 houses for all the astrological signs, readings for everybody, or if we should flow forward and do individual readings. I see you, the energy's been wild lately, huh? I'm glad that you made it here. I'm glad that you're here in one piece, safely. Salutations. Good to see you, Nicole C. Greetings, greetings, greetings. If it's your first time here, hi. Good to see you. That new moon energy has been wavy, to say the least. Grounding to the space is important. Learning how to maintain one center is key. Such a sweet mug, indeed, indeed. We're going to do all 12 houses today. Reading from Aries to Pisces. Indeed, indeed. Yes. Catch the wave. We're going to go right to it. Yes, indeed. See what these cards have to say. New moon's keeping you awake, I see. Well, appreciate you chilling here. Perhaps these cards will have any messages, any grains of sand to bring along with you as you travel throughout these lands, throughout this time and space. Yes, welcome in, my dudes. It's good to see you. Salutations. We're going to begin shuffling and get these cards moving. I'm curious. What are you dreaming about lately? Yeah, usually full moons make me stay up too. New moons, I've heard this new moon's been making the crew rather lethargic, but you know, it is what it is. The real question though is, what have you been dreaming about lately? That's that Pisces energy that we're carrying into this season. Allowing yourself a moment to just ponder that question. We're in no hurries to get anywhere. We're in no rush. We're going to be reading for all 12 houses. We're just now turning on. If it's your first time here, hi. Salutations. My name is Zen. It is good to see you. Salutations once again. We'll be reading, beginning with house number 1, Aries. Aries is the I am, the beginning of the story, the awareness. These cards are jumping out my hands, ready to play today. Good to see you, my dude. Salutations page. Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right. Woo. The energy. I feel it. I just want to take a breath. You guys down to take a breath? Cool. If you hadn't already, you can just exhale wherever you are. Just sigh it out, dude. Like, it's real. You're allowed to just decompress. You can press out that air from your body, releasing any worries, any doubts, any lingering energy that you know is no longer in resonance with thine truth. Bring your awareness towards your center if you feel so called. Maybe your heart space, maybe your third eye center. And allowing yourself to exhale, ground into the space. Groovy. Today's the day. Absolutely. It's the end of the season. So many things to be excited for. Indeed, indeed. Solid. We're ready. We're going to begin with house number 1. Any Aries in the house? Sun, moon, ascendants. Maybe your Mars placement. Where is your house number 1 in your chart? Beginning any general messages, guidance, clarity that wishes to be spoken into the space today for you, my dudes. House number 1. We cut the deck. We'll clear it. Let it rest. We'll shuffle this one over here. Aries moon out here, knowing that everything is a grain of sand. If it resonates, bring it with you. Let it circulate. If it doesn't, release it. Absolutely. I see you, my rams, my dudes. Let's get to it for you. We cut the deck and we draw 2. House number 1. I am energy. Today is the day. I'm telling you what. If it resonates, claim it. If it doesn't, release it. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of the Thrones of Air here. The Queen of Swords alongside the Lord of Wealth. Yes, 10 of Pentacles, Lord of Wealth here. And the foolish man, the fool, the spirit of the elder. The fool, the spirit of the elder here. Queen of Swords in the root in reverse. Ten of Pentacles, the fool. We have aloneness here in reverse. The Osho Tarot. We have moment to moment here in the draw. We have abundance here in the root. Allowing ourselves a moment to knowing that we are enough. You are enough. All one. Aloneness. To be all one is to be alone, to know that you are whole, you are complete, you are full. Already, you don't need anything outside of yourself to complete you. When you can navigate this reality from this recognition, you can then choose to move in a state of empowerment, with confidence, with clarity. This is the ultimate wealth, to know that you are everything that you need. When it comes to manifesting that what it is that you feel that you need to call into your life, it's important to attune to that frequency as if it is already there in existence, as if you're already stepped into this space. This is how we can then call it in, by already being here metaphysically. The Queen of Swords here in reverse in the root is reminding ourselves, what spells are we speaking into our space? House number 1, Aries energy, I am. What are you claiming today? I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am whole. I am all one. I can navigate this life like a fool, without a care in the world, not being disrespectful. The disrespect, if there's any disrespect, it's innocent, because the fool is just following the flutters of the heart, living moment to moment, allowing the intuition to guide them in the direction, allowing the spirit to move through them. Like a kid on the playground or in a candy store, allowing yourself to experience and move through this life as if it is already played out for you. Indeed. 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 Gotta love the haters out here. Absolutely. We're wrapping up our reading right now for house number 1, Aries energy. Speaking that into the space. That's right. Gonna build an empire. Literally spoke it today. It's already built. That's the thing. You're not going to do anything. It's already built. You're here, sitting in the throne right now, Queen of Swords. Now it's just allowing it to trickle down. Taking time for it to unfold into this reality. It's organic. And your intuition, your spirit will continue to point you in the direction of taking the steps that it is to grow this empire, to step into this seat. Allow this Lord of Wealth energy, 10 of Pentacles. What do you value? It's not just based on currency and money, but it's based on what it is that you wish to see in this reality on an abundance level that is deep to the core. Good to see you, my dude. Salutations, Dave Hall. Welcome in, my man. We are reading for all 12 houses today underneath this Piscean new moon, wrapping up with the Aries first house. I'll be flowing forward for all my Taurus sun, moon, and ascendants today. Any Venus placements, wherever you may have a second house, this is value. So speaking of abundance, speaking of the Lord of Wealth, now how does this play out? How does this ground? How is this expressed into this material reality, this third dimension, this third through seventh dimension, learning how to express our values and embody them. Taurus energy. Welcome in, my dudes. It's good to see you. Pisces new moon. Any messages, any direction, any clarity that wishes to be spoken in this space for house number 2 today? We cut the deck, clear the energy. We continue shuffling. We're stoked. Solid. House number 2, this energy, I'm loving this. We're going to continue this momentum. Taurus, values, my dude. Woo. So we have, I'm going to start with the good news and the bad news first. Alright, we're going to start with the bad news because it's not that bad. Lord of Ruin, here in the root of the Hermetic Tarot. Welcome in, my dudes. It's good to see you. Salutations, salutations. House number 2. The most challenging card of the lot, 10 of Swords, Lord of Ruin. Alongside him we have the Knight of Wands, Lord of Flame and Lightning. The High Priestess here. Alongside the High Priestess, we have the Success card in reverse. Flowering, also in reverse. Existence in the root, right side up, my dudes. For those y'all chilling, listening, if you want to claim this success, this flowering, this frequency of simply being, the success that a sunflower feels on a sunny day, the success that a bee feels when it's collecting that pollen and taking it back to the hive, that success that duck feels when it's just chilling in the pond, eating minnows, enjoying itself, the success that you feel when you feel like you accomplished something, like you did well today. That's that flowering energy. That's simply the success of being. Congratulations, you did it. High five, give me some. It's good to see you. I'm proud of you for doing it today. The best that you can in every which way. Learning how to transform this ruin into your reason is the real alchemy. Learning how to take, because it's so easy to see all the suffering, all the pity, all the pain in the world, and it's so easy to fixate on that. And we are compassionate people, we are empathetic, and we want to feel, we want to alleviate the suffering, the pain that is occurring throughout the realms around us. Though the key to do that is to focus on one's own flowering. The key to alleviating the frequency around you is to continue to focus on your frequency. This is the High Priestess energy. This is that Knight of Wands energy as well, staying on guard. Being compassionate, but also not being so compassionate where you have to set yourself on fire in order to keep somebody else warm. It's boundaries, it's honoring, it's being compassionate for yourself as well as the people around you. And by doing so, you're then able to inspire, and not only inspire, but require a greater level, a deeper level, a more authentic and genuine level of connection and conversation, which is really what it is. I see that you value house number 2, Taurus energy. That's really success. It's just being able to see one eye to eye and show up today. Like, I feel successful being able to show up here, knowing that there's 44 angels in the room right now listening to this message. This is the High Priestess flowering energy, and the more that we can just tap into this on a subtle, but little levels, the more that we can then base our reality into this, that unfolds organically. And the more we just stay true to our values, continue to attune to be like, hey, am I living to my infinite degree of the best or highest capacity, the highest caliber? That's the High Priestess. It's not settling, not cutting corners, and continuing to be like, how can I fine tune my magic so that I'm sharp as a tack? Absolutely, my dudes. Appreciate y'all just now joining. We are currently channeling. If this is resonating at any time, you're more than welcome to drop that sunflower emoji and let me know that you are listening. I appreciate y'all clicking the screen, the shares, the follows, y'all being here. As you can see, I'm just flowing right now. We're about to move on to house number 3, Gemini energy. Shouts out to all my sun, moon, ascendants, Mercury, planets. House number 3, Gemini energy. Good to see you, my dudes. Welcome in. We are flowing forward indeed. Success is on the horizon. These are the seeds we are planting. Taurus energy. Yes, it may look like ruin, but this is nothing compared to your capacity to overgrow. I tell you what, I see my sunflowers in here. It's good to see you, all you stars. Yes, we are flowing forward. House number 3, Gemini energy. Cut the deck, clear it. Let it rest. Shuffle this one a little bit over here as well. House number 3, communication. Gemini. How we speak our values into the space. How we speak our truth, our soul, our I am into the space. Gemini. Got some work ahead of you. 8 of Cups here. Lord of abandoned success in the root. House number 3. We have the Hierophant here in the draw, right side up. The Magus of the eternal gods. We have the Devil here in reverse. Lord of the gates of matter. Lord of the gates of matter. I could do an entire podcast just on that. Politics. reverse synchronicities off the bat. Number 3, Gemini energy. Currently we are reading for all 12 houses. Suprit, I see you. We are currently reading for all 12 houses. We'll be doing personal readings later this evening, so if you want to follow and jump back on in an hour or so, I'd be happy to read for you. But right now, we are reading for all my Geminis. We got receptivity here. We have sorrow in the root here. Now we could take this a couple directions. With the devil, politics, and sorrow in reverse here, we could see this as an external projection or reflection of these sorts of energies. The fact that they are in reverse shows that they are reflect. Now, I want to be wise with my words here because I also recognize that everything is a reflection and everything stems from oneself. We are the creators of our reality. There is a shadow and a light within everything. The more that we can find the balance and the center within it all, the more we can move forward in harmony. This is how we practice receptivity. This is how we know when it's time to abandon specific successes and to focus on integrating others. The Hierophant is calling on you to be honest and real with yourself. Where are these devils still present in your reality, and where do they require more exercising? Are they external projections? Are they internal? Or is it a little mix of both? Because if I'm going to be honest out here, we live in a mad, mad world. And I only know so much as an individual over here. I know that politics do like to think that they run the show. And if I tell you what, most of the time it's being projections of sorrow, and misery loves company, and that's an energy that is really easy to keep people under control when they're in states of sorrow and fear and worry and doubt. Those are very deep, very dense, very low. That's devilish to intentionally keep people in a frequency of fear. That's a political game. And we live in a world right now where all one can do is attempt to sway you in your mind in one direction or another. I can do my best to inspire and encourage you, which will uplift and raise the frequency. Though it seems that most of the programming that we see on the mainstream is extremely fear-based, misery-based, dense, and demeaning. The more we can see through this, the more that we can recognize that your power, I am the creator of my reality, you're the creator of your reality. So if I see a demon, or if I see demonish or devilish energies within something, it's my responsibility to project God into that space. It's my responsibility to see the divine even within the devil, even within the demon. This is how I raise the vibration. This is how I practice alchemy. This is how I transform the energy right before my very eyes, because even if I'm to love that which is dense, it will dissolve it. This is how we know that where there is love, there cannot be fear. So when it comes to communicating, it is important to be clear within oneself. Where am I feeling doubt, worry, dense energy? Where am I limiting myself from stepping into my magic? The Hierophant is a consistent. This is the Magus of eternal gods. This is an individual who can show up on a consistent basis, persistent basis, resilient basis, impeccable. Learning how to abandon specific successes that are not in alignment with your truth, tuning inward, and being receptive is the ultimate key. Yes, my dude. All right, that's I could speak an entire podcast just on that, reading right there, how important it is for us to recognize, like, what games do you want to play at the end of the day? I'm out here playing with these cards right now. I'm not here to entertain anybody else's boring ass games. I'll tell you what, because I got more important things to do right now, like read for house number 4, Cancer. My dudes, I see you. Let's get to it. Sun, moon, and ascendant. To all my crabs. Money, money, money. House number 4. Sun, moon, ascendant for you, my dudes. House number 4. This is the home. This is the container that holds your communication. Yes, indeed. We flow forth for you, my dude. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, House number 4. Wherever you may be. These are strong readings today. Knight of Wands making a reappearance, this time in the root. Lord of Flame and Lightning. King of Swords here in reverse. Prince of the Chariots of the Winds. King of Swords in reverse. Princess of Pentacles. Princess of the Echoing Hills. Right side up. Intensity in reverse. Awareness. Right side up. Sorrow. Reverse in the root. Once more. Building on this Gemini energy, the sorrow no longer deserves any space in your place. This is the boundary that is required of you right now. If it feels intense, it's because it is. It requires that level of sharpness, that King of Swords who says, I will not allow sorrow into my life. It's important to allow yourself to feel what it is that you're feeling, but when you marinate, you stay in one space for too long, it begins to take root, and we do not want sorrow to take root into our lives, into our soil. Right now, especially underneath this Piscean new moon, you're being asked to bring awareness with intensity to all of your soil, all of your roots. Princess of Pentacles here is an individual. Pentacles is the element of earth. The princess is an individual who is able to basically reflect on her earth, like what's happening right before her very eyes, like laying her cards out on the table, being real with herself, and then choosing with this intensity of the King of Swords energy, and then bending it with that Knight of Wands energy, boom, boom. Like using the power of the mind to then play it out into the world, into the hands is the key, and you use this through your words. It's almost like being, I'm getting this image of the fairy godmother from any movie at this point, just speaking spells into space and using your words to clean your room, basically. Like it's getting that funky at this point, like, and also the importance of speaking what it is that we are going to do into our reality before we do it, and knowing that you're allowed to speak to yourself. So when you're feeling sorrow, when you're feeling doubt, when you're feeling worry, when you're feeling disbelief, when you're feeling or hearing any thoughts or limiting beliefs, you're allowed to speak out loud. No. You can say, those thoughts are not welcome here. You can say the exact thought out loud so that you can hear yourself say it and recognize how ridiculous you sound when you actually say it and how lame that thought is. And you can ask yourself, where does this thought come from? Where does this sorrow come from? If it's based on an actual experience, then it's logical, then allow yourself to feel that and process it, but don't marinate in it too long. Because it's important for you to recognize where your mental energy is, where you're placing your awareness, where are your temples? Are you caring for your temples? Are you caring for your souls? Are you caring for every pore in your person and how it is that you are perceiving your reality? Where is the sorrow obstructing you from perceiving the beauty within it all? Ultimately, it's so easy to get lost in the sorrow. What one is being called to do is to shift one's awareness inward with intensity. Like, this is the boundary. Like, no longer will I allow myself. This is a bad habit, basically. It's a bad habit to entertain these limiting beliefs, these doubts, and these worries. Your time, your effort, and your energy is way too valuable to be wasted on all of this nonsense. I tell you what, that is fear, that is worry, that is doubt. And we flow forward. My dudes, my dudes. House number 5, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. House number 5. This is ego. This is what you came to express onto the world. This is You inform you as a star, the cosmic essence of self. Fifth house. This is also desire and what it is that you wish to experience. Yes, let's see what these cards have to say today. Fifth house with 55 in the room today. Yes, my dudes. You flow forward. I see. I see. Whew, whew, they're jumping out my hands. They're jumping out my hands. We are ready. Let me cut the deck. Ooh, once more. There we go. Clear it. House number 5. Back to it. This is that energy that I really want to focus on. We just had to clear a little bit. We had to backtrack. We were doing really good. 1 and 2. Number 3, number 4. We had to take a little detour. Number 5. Focused. We got it. The only 2 cards that are right side up. We have Lord of Abundance. Excuse me. 6 of Swords. Lord of Earned Success. 3 of Cups, Lord of Abundance. 6 of Swords, Lord of Earned Success. 5 of Cups, we have Lord of Loss and Pleasure in reverse, in the root. Lord of Loss and Pleasure. We have Participation here. We have Harmony here, also in reverse. Control here in the root, in reverse. With all these cards in reverse, I'm getting a sense of a shift happening. It's pretty perfectly timed underneath this Piscean new moon. Getting the sense that you've learned your lessons from the times that you've gotten lost in pleasure. From the times that you've allowed yourself to dive into the deep end so that you can find your edge. Now you know how you can participate properly and you're able to practice self-control because you have found your edge and you have found your boundaries and you've begun crafting that container for flow and harmony. You're tuning into your truth on a consistent basis. You're building this container for yourself so that success that's earned is right around the corner. That abundance is right around the corner for you as well. It is important for us to learn our edges and to not let our eyes get the best of us, to continue to be mindful and know what it is that we are required so we may meet our basis and bare minimum when it comes to standards of living, but also knowing that we don't have to overdo it. But sometimes that's important in order to find your edge and recognize, okay, now I know my limits, I'm not going to go that far once again. However that is, whether it be like binge eating or binge watching a television show or hanging out with someone too much, or maybe even doing a specific exercise too much, or yada yada yada. Balance is everything. It's so important for us to continue to stay grounded and stay centered and remember that the thing that we are feeling pleasure when we are experiencing pleasure, that which it is like we are doing when we're feeling pleasure, isn't the, like, let's say I feel a lot of pleasure when I am running, right? It's not really the running that brings the pleasure. Like, I'm not feeling the pleasure because I'm running. It just happens to be a byproduct of it. But if I'm not running, I can still tap into that feeling of pleasure when I'm not, so I'm not running anymore, right? But I can focus and remember the pleasure that I feel when I'm running, and I can attune to that. The pleasure that is brought by the running is a memory, and we can shift our awareness and we can attune our frequency into that memory by attuning your body. That is a radio. I'm getting tripped up with my words now because I'm just not learning how to translate this into English. But the possibility and the potential of tapping into intentions, basically, and shifting the frequency of the environment and the vibrations within and all around you by attuning yourself to these frequencies, whether it be pleasure, whether it be harmony, whether it be abundance, whether it be success. Knowing that the real self-control is learning how to let go and learning how to let it move through you. And the times where you've lacked control, you've lacked self-control, you got lost in the pleasure, were perfect still. There was no mistake. All the mistakes were purposely made. And now you're learning how to find your way to show up and participate at your fullest capacity. Whew. Leo, that's a lot of words to just show up and say that you're a star, bro. You don't need me to tell you that. Anyway. There's that. My mother tongue is the truth. Indeed, my dude. And we flow forward. Yeah, finding the balance and learning how to choose harmony and participate in a fashion that recognizes that everything is connected and every star in the sky, like it's participating in a perfect way. It's not competing, it's not outshining one another. There's plenty of space to light up. Absolutely. We're going to flow forward with house number 6. My dudes, Virgos, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Mercury in the house, wherever you may be today. House number 6 is work and ethic. Yes. I'll be glad to read for you later. Like I said, we're going to be wrapping up with all 12 houses. We're about halfway, and then we'll jump on in a little bit for personal readings. I'll be glad to read for you then. Right now, house number 6, my dudes, we're going to cut the deck, clear it, flow forward. I dig it. 3 of Wands in the root in reverse. I think your mother language is also love. Yes. Lord of established strength. Thank you for the roses, Katrina. I see you. Lord of established strength. Virgo. 3 of Wands in the root. We have the 3 of Cups here. Lord of abundance making another appearance. Feeling it today. Knight of Swords, Lord of the winds and the breeze here. Breezy baby. Love me some flowers. Laziness here in reverse. Intensity here as well. Silence in the root. Virgo, the work speaks for itself. House number 6. The focus, the real challenge, is accepting that you don't need to work so hard, bro. Like, this whole world is like, you gotta work so fucking hard in order to be successful. No, you don't. You just gotta work enough. And I'm not saying only do the bare minimum. I'm not saying be lazy. I'm not saying cut corners. I'm saying stop stressing yourself out. Do nothing more and nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. And if it feels true to you to go the extra mile, if it feels true to you to do every little fine detail, that's your truth. Nothing more, nothing less. But if someone else is telling you that you need to do something, that's their own prerogative. That's their own business. And you don't need to let them tell you how to live your life. If someone, because there's always going to be someone who says what you're doing is lazy. Even if you're the most athletic, most outstanding individual in this world, someone on the next planet will be like, that person ain't shit to me. I'm an alien. It's like, perception is everything. The do-nothing method, learning how to set it and forget it and let nature do its own thing, is the real key. So you don't have to work so hard and worry about a damn thing, knowing that it's all happening organically. There's always going to be an individual to compare to. So the more that we can just like sit in that silence and recognize that sitting in silence is actually not laziness. Allowing oneself to intentionally rest, to actually intentionally slow down, to be like, hey, wait, I'm going to allow myself a moment to do nothing. Go try it out. Go try it out. How did that go for you? Keep practicing. If it's really easy for you, I'm proud of you. For a lot of the world today, it is not easy to do nothing. And I mean literally do nothing. Like lay on the floor without your phone. Or a book. Like, when's the last time you just sat by the stream and listened to the water? That's also doing nothing, but the water helps do nothing. You could also just stare at the wall and be a monk. That's also a thing of doing nothing, but ultimately remembering that you're actually not doing nothing, but you are doing nothing. It's learning how to sit in the seat of the witness and the observer and recognizing that you're always doing nothing. And that's not lazy, that's just allowing it to move through you. It's the path of the Wu Wei. Knowing that those who are moving with the utmost intensity actually appears pretty dang lazy to those who are not. And the silence speaks for itself. It sounds like y'all are established in your strength, and the abundance is overflowing. So now you just gotta let your wings be to the wind, baby, and let yourself fly a little bit. Absolutely. Yes, do not shame yourself for laziness. Pick yourself up by I almost said bootstraps, but I wanted to say bare feet instead. Pick yourself up by your bare feet. Be easy on yourself, knowing that it's all happening organically, beautifully. That's the real work, is knowing that there is no work at all. Ridiculous. House number 7. Libra, all about the balance. Sun, moon, ascendant. Venus. Yes, yes, yes. Libra, for you, my dude. Shuffle these cards and we keep it moving. Cut it. Clear it. Shuffle this one a little bit more. There we go. Okay. House number 7. When it comes to connection, this is a beautiful reading. An absolutely beautiful reading. 9 of Cups here. Lord of material happiness in the root. In the root of the Osho Tarot, we have the Creator in reverse. Knight of Wands here. Right side up. The Magician here. Celebration here. Success here. Celebration, success, Lord of material happiness. 3, 6, 9. Damn. Jeez. Fine. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy, Libra. I'm calling this in. Recognizing that you are the creator, you are the magician, the magus of power. Accepting this. Learning how to get used to this. Learning how to wake up into this as your base frequency. Recognizing that this material happiness can happen with every breath by just allowing oneself to be appreciative of every instant that's happening right here, right now. The very ability to be appreciative can allow one to then shift their frequency of being in a state of material happiness, which invites in celebration and ultimately a sensation of success, and knowing that you are creating this right now. And it happens right before your very eyes, like flame of lightning. Like you could be in a shitty mood and you just choose to move your awareness to gratitude or something that's different than what it is that you were focused on beforehand. And then that's just like the magician, just like waving his wand, be like, oh, look over here, and then boom, miracles. 3, 6, 9. To the window! Yep. 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 That's the energy, bro. And it's moving in that direction. Yeah, choose the light. Choose whatever you want. Choose your truth. If that's real to you. If that's real to you. If choosing the light is your truth, choose your truth. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I am here to tell you that when you choose to see the Creator within and all around you, you are stepping into a consistent state of success and celebration, and you have every reason to appreciate material world around us because we recognize that it's all divine happening right before our very eyes, and the only thing and it's important to be aware of who's attempting to be like, no, it's not. It's really not that good. It's really not that divine. That sounds like a personal problem, and I don't have the time or effort for that right now. To the wall! Alright. Yeah. Libra, have some fun out there. Definitely getting the season of success. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's important to get used to having things work out for you. It's important for you to recognize that you're allowed to receive all of the blessings that you've been calling in and more. It's important for you to recognize that the universe wants to see you enjoy yourself. The universe wants to see you feeling successful and celebrating. The universe wants to see you creating alongside her. Absolutely. Like flame and like lightning. Rapid with it. Groovy. Appreciate y'all. We're going to flow forward. House number 8. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Wherever your Pluto placement may be. House of Transformation. We cut the deck. We clear it. We're going to flow, flow, flow. Let's go. Lord of Earned Success, making another appearance for my Scorpio friend. 6 of Swords here in reverse in the root. Happy new moon. Happy new moon. The Hangman. Spirit of the Mighty Waters. Happy new moon in Pisces. We flow in with the 2 of Swords here. Lord of Peace restored. New vision here. Breakthrough here. Reverse. Nothingness. No thingness here in the root. Transformation on the horizon. House number 8, Scorpio. The Hangman is reminding us the importance of perspective. Where are we focusing our energy and how are we relating to that what it is that we are experiencing based on our perspective? Welcome in, my dudes. Thank you for the gifts. It's good to see you. We are flowing forward. Yes, we are letting you know that the peace is being restored. The more that we can look into our feelings, whatever that may be present, whether it be joy or worry or somewhere in between or neither of those at all, the more you can see the feeling and look into it to its core, into its soul, this is how you can experience peace in even the most chaotic or unsettling situations. Choosing to stay grounded and recognize that you have your power. Choosing to sit here, knowing that it's yours. Welcome. It's important for you to flow forward with this awareness and recognize that the earned success is simply by you grounding into recognizing your power and your potential as a unique, divine individual. And knowing that it all comes from and goes back to the nothingness. Learning how to be at peace with having nothing. is the ultimate key. What did that one guy say? Something like, you must give up all of your possessions in order to join me in my kingdom of heaven, or some shit like that. Being satisfied with nothing is the ultimate abundance. This is a breakthrough new vision, learning how to recognize that everything is always working out in your favor, even when it appears like it's not. Learning how to surrender it all and move forward with your hands in the air without a care, and just be like, okay, universe, you're going to be doing your wild ass things. I'm going to choose to still view this with a sense of peace, with a sense of presence, with a sense of compassion for myself and the world around me, honoring my truth and my voice and my values, so that I can continue to communicate and create the reality that it is I wish to see. Because I know there's all sorts of energies out here trying to distract and blind one's energy, shine out one's energy, instead choosing to focus on one's energy to what it is that you wish to break through towards, which is ultimately the light. Just like the seed, the sapling that you are becoming. Breaking through, indeed. Keeping your vision on the light within you, because it's a journey inward, ultimately. Growing to your core is how you will restore your peace. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And we are flowing forward with house number 9. Currently, Myso, Phi, I see you, my dude. We are reading for all 12 houses for the new moon, and we are going to be reading next for house number 9, Sagittarius. We'll be jumping on in a little bit. We will jumping on a little bit for personal reading, so if you want to jump on then, you're more than welcome to do so. Absolutely, absolutely. Otherwise, we'll be back in a little bit. And right now, we are reading for house number 9, Sagittarius. Yes, yes, yes. Let it be known that if you ever want to book a reading with just you and I outside of our live streams, one-on-one, you can find that information on my site. I will never try to sell you a reading in your DM, so if there's an account out there trying to act like me, those are our cards for Sagittarius. If there's an account out there that's trying to act like me, it's not me. You can just block and report it right away. But if you want to work with me, just you and I, outside of this live stream, I'll be glad to. You can find those on my site. Right now, we are reading this energy for Pisces season. Good Lord, I love this. Thank gosh. Thanks, Spirit. Thank all of the good in the world and all of the abundance. Flowing forward. House number 9, Sagittarius. We got the Tower here and the Root in reverse. Good to see you as well, my dude. Thank you for your compliment. I love this shirt as well. 'Twas a gift. We have the Pisces card, the moon, here in reverse for you. Babyface makes an appearance. The ruler of the flux of reflux. The Empress here, Sagittarius, alongside the moon, the Tower, the Empress. We have abundance here. Courage here. Participation in the reverse, in the root. Sagittarius, house number 9, sign of higher thought, greater intelligence. Right now you're being called to listen to your intuition, the moon within and all around you, how this water is speaking to you right now more than ever. The subtle sensations, intuitions, gut feelings are going to be what is asked to focus on, ponder as we're flowing forward in this Piscean season. Underneath this new moon, getting the sense that there's big shifts happening, not only on a collective level, I see this apparently right before my very eyes, but also on a personal level, tower moments on tower moments. Choosing to stay grounded in your throne and recognize that you are here rooted. Your intuition will continue to point you in the perfect direction, the perfect place, the perfect time with the perfect people. I'm getting the sense that this blossoming is unfolding right before your very eyes with the Courage card here and Abundance here, knowing that you're going to be seated at the table. You've earned yourself a spot. In fact, it's not that you just earned yourself a spot, you created the spot. You created the table, you created all the chairs, and you're so humble that you decided that you didn't even want to sit at the table, but now they're asking you to sit at the table. And that's a tower moment because it's like recognizing, like, wait, like, okay, I guess I'm going to go sit at this table. You definitely like sitting by yourself, but right now you're being asked to participate and ground into this and see it from a fresh lens of knowing that the abundance can be shared, and it takes courage to go out there and radiate your essence. The Empress is not the only one. We don't live in a time and space where there's only one empire. Now everybody is the Empress of their own reality, the Emperor of their own reality. The more you can see the Emperor, the Empress within everybody, the more we can uplift the frequency and recognize that we are all royal, we are all divine, and the Creator exists within everything. This is how we co-create and participate in a space that is equanimous, on an equal playing field, on a level of seeing eye to eye, soul to soul, moon to moon. This is a tower shift in realization and awareness, being able to recognize the abundance and the courage of simply just going out there and being. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but the more you do it, the better you get, and you make it look easy, my dude. So go out there, be breezy, enjoy the sun, maybe stop and smell some flowers. Absolutely. And we're going to flow forward with house number 10, Capricorn. Sun, moon, ascendants, Capricorns in this. For you, my dudes. Saturn energy. Saturn's about to make its way into Pisces in 2 weeks underneath the full moon. Like I'm telling you, big things are happening on the horizon for everybody, not just the individuals. Also on a grand collective level. Saturn, Capricorn, the element. Legacy. Cement. This is pyramid energy. This is worldly wonders sort of energy. Capricorn, house number 10. We come back. We keep it shuffling. Thank you for the flowers. Appreciate it. Flowing forward with house number 10 this evening. Clear it, and draw. 2. Ooh, Capricorn came out to play today. 8 of Pentacles, Lord of Prudence here in the root. Lord of Prudence, 10 of Cups, Lord of Perfected Success here in reverse. King of Pentacles here. Prince of the Chariot of Earth here. In reverse. The mind. Silence. In reverse. And the Creator. And the Master. Capricorn. The real challenge is silencing the mind. Choosing to be the one who is the creator of the mind. Not just the witness of the mind, not just the one who's the servant to the mind, not the one who is constantly, subconsciously reacting rather than consciously responding to the mind, choosing to move from a space of awareness, from a space of perfected success, from a space of prudence, allowing yourself a moment to slow down, to ground. Welcome in, my dudes. We are wrapping up the collective readings today. House number 10, Capricorn energy, is reminding us the importance and the value of silence. Knowing that you don't always have to respond to things right away, but you can allow yourself a moment to process the process. You can choose to sit back, relax, and ground into it. Knowing that your heart will continue to lead you in the right direction, and you're never doing anything wrong. The more that you can tap into your awareness and your consciousness, the more you can perfect your means of action so you can stop concerning yourself about the mind and how it expresses itself, but choose to see the Creator within everything. And how can you continue to allow yourself a moment to slow down and listen to the Creator within and all around you so you can ground this way of being as the King of Pentacles onto this throne of earth. Indeed. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Yeah. I think that's pretty head on for Capricorn. I wanted to just close out of how time the way time works has a lot to do with how you feel. And when you rush yourself compared to when you feel like you have all the time in the world, it really changes how your reality plays out. When we allow ourselves a moment to slow down and sit in silence and take a seat into the space of the Creator, we get out of the mind and into the heart. We learn how to build this bridge and walk the path here on this earth. Aquarius, house number 11, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Uranus, wherever I have this energy for you today. This is societal, collective, all you souls out here, my dudes. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendants. I'm going to shuffle these cards. We'll clear. Ooh, they're ready. House number 11. We have patience here in reverse for you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Welcome in, my dudes. We are wrapping up the 12 houses readings this evening. Here we have patience. Reversing the root, we have beyond delusion in the draw. Innocence here. Princess of Swords here in reverse. Princess of Rushing Winds, we have the Nine of Wands here in reverse as well. The Lord of Great Strength. We have the Queen of Cups here in reverse in the root. The only two cards that are right side up, Innocence, Beyond Illusion. Getting the sense right now, the waters are kind of everywhere. It's like a big stone was tossed into the lake and now the ripples are happening, and so it's difficult to see the reflections, and what's being asked is patience. So you may see beyond the illusion, to peer upon the world with an innocent eye, to peer upon the world without projections or expectations or judgments, to do one's best to see everything with a sense of purity, like a child or a elder with a grasshopper in one's hand. This is where great strength truly originates. Learning how to speak, Princess of Swords. One's emotions, Queen of Cups. G'day, mate. Welcome in. We are at house number 11 for the 12 houses today. New Moon and a Pisces readings. Aquarius, we're being called to continue to communicate our emotions. And it might be a little funky at first. The fact that we have the Princess of Swords rather than the King or the Queen of Swords is showing that this is a little bit newer. Learning how to speak one's words and one's emotions. Learning how to put words to one's emotions is the key to bringing clarity, to see beyond illusion, and to know that you can't do it wrong. The more that you continue to fine-tune your truth and you speak your truth, you find strength within your core, within your being, within your roots, You speak from this space of innocence, knowing that you don't necessarily know anything, but it's important for you to still speak your truth. You're not here to tell people how to live their life or what they're doing is right or wrong, but you're saying, this feels good to me. And if someone feels inspired by that, that's awesome. If they feel they want to reject that, they can also do that. That's their own decisions. Right now, you're being called to practice patience and simply allowing the ripples to unfold and continue to cultivate your internal strength to see beyond delusion and tap into your innocence, that inner child, that eternal aspect of self that cannot be destroyed nor created. Absolutely, we all have it, and I see it within you, and it's good to see you. Even if you thought that you've lost it long ago, you can always call it back. Godspeed. House number 12, saving the best for the last. For all my Piscean babies, happy birthday. Sun, moon, ascendants. Yes, indeed, Pisces, Neptune placements, house number 12, wherever you may be today. This is the house of the subconscious, the house of the divine, the house that is beyond space and time and definition. Yes, 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 house number 12 for you, my dude. Ready. We're flowing forward. Lyra returns, all of the host. Appreciate you, my dude. House number 12 for you. Sun, moon, ascendant, Pisces. It's from a local brewery. Pisces. For you, my dudes. Yes. Love to see this. We have the blasted tower here. Lord of the house of the mighty. Queen of Wands. Happy birthday, Queen of Wands. The tower. The tower. Ace of Cups here. Lord of the roots of the powers of water. We have postponement here. We got the Ace of Cups for the Pisces. I'm just saying. We got postponement. We got the dream for Pisces. The dream. Just for all you Pisces out there. And we got the silence. The sound of silence. Pisces, this postponement is the illusion. The only boxes that exist are the ones that you agreed to. Yes. How are you living the dream? And how are you allowing it to flow through you? How are you channeling this awareness? How are you moving? Is it with your finest intention? Right now, this season is going to be a tower after tower after tower. I tell you what, and they are crumpling, and it's epic out there. Stay grounded, stay centered, and continue to see the mother within everything. The Queen of Wands, that fire that holds you near and dear. And allow yourself to overflow like the Ace of Cups, but also keeping it contained like a closed loop system. Learning how to find single point energy without any waste. The postponement is an illusion. If you want it, you can have it. If you need it, you can make it all right. Said if you want it. Really, it's about learning to slow down and practice silence and listen to your intuitions and honor them rather than choosing to follow the ego and the patterns and the programs that have been bestowed upon you without your consent, and recognizing that this dream is within reach. If you allow yourself to just reach. What are you waiting for? What are you so afraid of? Why are you holding back? Maybe journaling and asking and pondering, like, what limits have I agreed to that I didn't even realize I was holding on to? What limits or boundaries have I been creating for myself that have been bounding me from holding me back from actually stepping into unfolding and unraveling in the way that I wish to? Pisces, this is the season for you. House number 12. My dudes. What a day. What a way to wrap up these reads. And we will continue to flow forward with the evening. Yes, indeed, indeed. We're going to jump off here for a little bit. Maybe jump back on in an hour or so. See how we're feeling. Perhaps we'll get some rest. Perhaps we'll jump back on for personal readings. Either way, I'm so glad to be able to deliver these messages by you today, my dudes. Always a treat. Always a treat. Rest well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good night, my dudes. Peace. Peace. And Godspeed. We'll see you soon. You can catch the recording of this on my YouTube just before I jump off here. It'll be up there probably tomorrow. Like I said, if you wanted to book a one-on-one outside of this live stream, you can also find that on my site. I'll never try to sell you a DM reading, so just those, block those accounts right away. And last things. Oh yeah, this is free reading. If you found any value in this and you want to express that, you're more than welcome to do so. That information is in my links over there, but I'm not going to even talk about it. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. Until the next time we see each other, fare thee well.